Talk to me, brother.
Jimmy, you like the logo?
Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was reminding me. My brother-in-law is working at they're building those like office experiences.
What is that?
They do like the Friends one, and like
You
it's
just do
like
parkour or light it on fire.
no, it's like you just fucking go in, like it's like an experience. You go in and
No,
it's
wait,
like the office is the show.
Oh.
God,
Yeah.
you're
So like
Oh,
that's why.
fuck.
Sorry.
Okay,
God,
I was like,
no,
how do
I
you build
knew-
an experience?
Everybody knew what you're talking. Yeah, just sit
That's
down
what
and
hole punching is.
I want,
Oh, fuck.
I want 120 words per minute.
But anyway, so he's working on the set for it right now, and he got me the big Dunder Mifflin sign from like the one that's on the front of Pam's
That's
desk.
sick. The Office that's goated. That's got to be the #1 show of all time in terms of like comedies.
Comedies?
It's better than Seinfeld.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know
people
about
might fight
that.
that to the death.
Think about okay.
I'll throw right now.
People might
Also-
fight that to the death.
Yeah.
Seinfeld, when you pair Seinfeld with Curb Your Enthusiasm and think of that reign of Larry David, because he was in there from the beginning.
Question: what is Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Oh.
Somebody shut that mud up.
I know. God, we
Yeah.
should. You know what? I got an idea.
You actually don't
You
know
guys
what
ever
Curb
seen
Your
Old Yeller?
Enthusiasm is?
I've seen it. Sorry, wait, what were you saying? No, I've never seen that. Never seen the Curb something.
Curb Your
I've
Enthusiasm.
watched the Curb Stomp Edward Norton, but I haven't.
Yeah,
That's
no,
American
no.
History X.
Something different.
He was curbing enthusiasm.
I pretty much have his haircut right now. But anyways.
Yeah, it's not good.
Okay.
Curb Your Enthusiasm is Larry David is the other guy that like made Seinfeld with Seinfeld.
So I would imagine would be some slight crossover themes between American History X and what
He's Jewish.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of Jewish characters in either movie. You know,
I get it.
it evens out.
Yeah.
But it's like kind of like an uncut version of Seinfeld. So it's a lot of the same like situational comedy and stuff. But like, you know, like the one he has a hair stuck in his throat and it's from like eating his wife's pussy. So he has to go to the doctor and it's like, it's the
happens.
whole like cascade of events that
Okay, I
happens
get
after
that.
it. Like,
I want to see the events that led him to that situation.
So, okay.
I want to see Larry David eat pussy.
I've seen Seinfeld. I can't speak to the other one.
I should
But
be behind a paywall.
no. But I've seen Seinfeld. The whole
Good for
show
you.
about nothing thing, it's kind of dumb.
I'm not gonna lie. What are we doing right now? A show about nothing.
It's fucking brilliant.
But it's
He
the
got
best
it.
idea you've ever had. For when some guy is highly successful does it.
I don't know why. Hold on, wait. One of my buddies yesterday, he went indoor skydiving. I don't know how I went
It's
to
not
this.
skydiving then.
It's like the balloon. No,
it's-
wait,
you
not
just
a balloon.
getting
it's like the air.
It's like you just getting things blown in your face all day.
Yeah.
Just wind.
And it's like, I'll
And-
do that for free.
Yeah.
No, but like, I don't, I guess you jump on the thing and then
I
like
know,
the guys that
yeah.
want to fuck a girl, they'll like do tricks and stuff. It's like if you worked at Frankie's and you were like in the suit and you were doing a bunch of, like if you wanted to nail a mom, you'd like do the splits and look at her and like,
Yeah,
your finger
that's
gun?
exactly what I would
by
do.
the way, I don't know how to bleep, but where we worked, Frankie's.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
You.
Okay, yeah.
We're into it.
There's actually one of those skydiving places across from Frankie's right now.
No, that's the
Yeah,
one
I
I'm
know.
talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
you went to
soft.
that
You go
one.
there. Hey, be a man. Do the real one. And I
Yeah,
know
just
maybe.
fucking jump
yeah.
out of a plane. Don't be
on.
such a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, just do it.
So yeah, we just mentioned we got Jimmy the Hammer on. He, met him at Frankie's. I almost did it again. I got a bad habit of that. Met him at Frankie's. Just a living legend. I mean, he's not banned, so he survived. Might have been a couple suspensions, but no.
I
Yeah,
think I was fired at one point.
I think you were, but probably for good reason.
You were fired?
Yeah, at one point, yeah.
Oh.
And then
You steal
Baby, come
food?
back.
You steal food?
no, I think it was just me and Andre had it, or
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
Andy fucking
whatever.
Yeah.
had it out.
He's black.
Okay.
Go. Wait.
or French.
Black guy named Andre, like
Or
narrows it
French.
down.
There it is again. All right.
Yo,
Well,
past weekend, Nick and I went to Niagara.
Yeah.
And the entire time, I swear, every time, especially in Niagara, we go to like a hotel. As we're opening the door, and once the door opens, I just like look back at the hall, and I just think of you.
and why? Hey, why would that be?
Can I tell a story?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just break it down real quick. It's a really
Which
long
means
story.
it's gonna take
no,
50
it's not.
minutes.
It's not.
because
Long
your
story
quick
short.
stories are.
Actually, wait. No, you do it because I don't know actually how you got naked. And this is this how
I
the
don't know if-
hammer?
Well, I think
the
we knew the hammer was the. Anyway,
No, but is this the origin story of the hammer?
it could be the hammer. Yeah.
This is Thor himself. Go ahead.
So I want to start off by saying, like, I was swindled in this operation from the get-go.
Swindled.
So this was like a
You
Niagara
have
night.
the. Never mind.
Um,
Anyway.
this was a Niagara night, and it was after the bar. We were all back at the hotel eating pizza, and I don't think at that point I was the only one like that was like, let's get naked. I seem to remember Ricky was naked as well.
There was multiple people.
All men.
all
All
men
men.
in that hotel that really wanted to get
Real
naked. They were
classy.
jonesing for a strip down after the bar.
So after, like, we were there eating pizza, I remember we threw a couple slices like just
On the
directly at the
window.
window.
I
There was like
remember.
kind of like we were getting that restlessness after the bar of like, oh, we're still not ready to call
So
it quits.
we need to throw pizza at
Yeah.
the window.
And then, so at one point, Eric said he was going to give me something, and if like a couple of us went streaking,
What was he gonna give
and
you?
then I also said I was like, I need the card.
Come here, big boy.
I need the key card, right, to get back in. And he's like, yeah, no problem. And like, I just trust him. I was pretty drunk.
Idiot.
And I just trust him. He gave
First
me a
mistake.
pizza gift card with no money on it. So
That's a Keelan move.
I was thinking that we were running down the hallway, and there was a specific like where we were supposed to go to get the money. And
who's we?
so, but no, it turned out to just be me. And I get halfway down the hallway. I look down. I see the pizza card in my hand. I'm like, oh, fuck, this isn't good. So I turn
You got
around.
halfway down the hallway and realize you're alone.
Yeah. We're going straight.
He's a heavy stomper when he like he sounds like he's 2 or 3 people running through the
Wait,
hall.
get to my favorite part.
Well, first, so as I'm doing the turnaround and like realizing it, there's this 7-foot tall, I swear to God, black guy walks out of his room, and he just and shakes his head and turns around. He's like, whatever he was coming out.
That might have been disappointment on his part, being like, "Wow, I'm actually outgirthed by a white man." The first time it's ever happened. We'd
Wherever-
send you to the Cock Olympics if it was, you'd be the white representative. You'd be carrying the torch. That's for damn sure.
Wherever he was going, he just deemed it like unimportant. He's like, "Fuck that, man. I'm not dealing with this." So
Yeah.
he just turns around and walks back inside.
Probably a smart move.
So now there's a bit of a commotion out there. They're fucking laughing their
There's a
heads
crazy
off.
naked man running through the hall.
So as I get
With a huge cock. Sorry.
Just to be fair, it's been at least 10 years, so the statute of limitations, you're good. You're not. No one's getting locked up for this story, even though you were definitely exposed to children at the end. But
well, so as I run past the last door, it opens up, and like it's like, so like I'm like shit right away, and then I look over and it's kids because they're coming out to see what all the noise is. It's clearly a situation where like there's a parent in one hotel room and the kids are all sleeping in the next one.
The dad's got like a butter knife. I'm
Yeah.
gonna protect the family.
Yeah.
you're gonna
So-
need more than a butter knife. You're gonna need a fucking chainsaw.
Right away, I'm like leaned up against the door, like trying to hide myself, like they can see my ass, but that's it. And I'm like banging on the door. I'm like, guys, there's kids out here. We got to end this. Like, it was a funny joke. I'll give you that, but it needs to end now.
Let me in.
I got a
Let me
record.
in. Oh,
Is that-
it was so weird though, because when we finally let you in, like we're like, James, are you okay, man? Sorry, that wasn't cool of us, but why are you hard?
Yeah. You got a chub? What's going on?
Yeah.
That's not true. I want that stricken from the record.
Strike it from
It's
the record.
just really exciting. That's all.
That's a funny. Remember when we lost you in Niagara? That was also amazing. That was right when The Hangover came out.
Yeah. You showed up at like 4 a.m., 3 a.m.
Oh, we all got back to the bar. It was like separate groups. We're like,
Yeah.
"Where's Jimmy?" And like, he was with you. We're like, "No, you had him." And then we didn't believe. We're checking the closets and stuff. We figured, 50% chance we find him in there on a good day. And
I think that
yeah,
was
then he wouldn't pick up the phone. He called. He was like, "I
Yeah.
got kicked out of that casino."
that was the year. I think we were having the booze off. We were trying to drink, like see who's gonna drink more. I'm pretty sure it was that year.
Yeah, we
And
got
then
kicked out of one casino, rejected from the
yeah,
bar.
But then he shows up at like it was like 3 or 4 in the morning. He's got like a Mickey of
Gin.
or
It was
something,
Gordon's gin, and he just
chugged it.
ended it.
Yeah, and then he got hard. No, I'm just kidding.
And I'm pretty sure. No, this might be a complete lie. I'm pretty sure you drove us home.
No, I don't think
Okay.
that was
No,
the
no,
time.
no,
I
yeah.
don't think that was the time.
Was
I was giving you a layup, but you could
Wait,
easily take
was
that.
that the time? No. Okay, this was a different time. Franco driving us home, and he fell asleep on the QEW. Yeah, speaking of The Office, you know the scene in The Office where Michael dozes off? And Dwight, No, he fucking, here's the best part. This is a classic response. So we're driving on the QEW. He legitimately, like, starts to nod off. I hit his shoulder like that, and he gets pissed at me. He's like, what the fuck? Gets pissed at me. Wait, he didn't take a breath. I was like, dude, you're fucking falling asleep. And he was like, I was just catching some Z's. It's on the QEW. Just catching Z's.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, if you are going to sleep, do it on the highway. It's like a lot more straighter roads, less stops. I mean, it's...
This wasn't a Tesla either, just for the record. It was a 93 Dodge Neon.
You could only use 3 of the 4 doors. And the left turn signal never worked.
Okay, Nicole in Niagara this weekend. Okay, last weekend, she so we were at this country bar, and she's pretty fucking drunk at this country bar, and they have a live band, and she was like talking to the drummer, like during the song.
That's
and,
no
and
good.
you
The
know,
drummers
that's
always
and
get the bitch.
No, okay, fair. I was a little worried, but like, you know, like he can't hear anything, and he's doing the whole like I can't hear you thing, and she's like pointing at the hi-hat, the cymbal. And then like when
Hit
the song
the hi-hat.
stopped, this is what she says. She's like, "You're not hitting the cymbal enough." She's drunk and she's telling the drummer, "You're not hitting the cymbal enough."
I like that.
Ready for the best part? During the song, then every time this fucker hits the cymbal, he's looking at her and winking. I'm like, that's every time he does that. And then
It was weird because then after you told me, what was it, like 3 a.m, she needed some air, and then she returned at 8:30
comes back with a
limp.
ripped shirt. Yeah. No, and then the end of the song, she grabbed the stick off the snare, reached over, grabbed the stick, and in a big country bar, and started smashing the cymbal. Yeah, that was this weekend.
And did he let it happen?
Oh, he just like laughed it
They
off.
probably made. Hey, do you think they were locked eyes while she was just smashing cymbal, and he was like, "I'll smash cymbal." Like, let's go.
Okay,
I don't care what cymbal
Did
you
he
are.
have a sleeve? That's what. That could be
he's
the
a
game.
ginger. He's a ginger.
He's a ginger.
He is like. Yeah.
Wait a minute though.
It's like
You banned
unicorn.
me from using the country of Ireland, and there's a lot of gingers there. Is that a sensitive topic for you?
Like she knew. I don't know. Okay, wait. No, we're not talking about that. On the way home, we stop at Domino's because there's nothing. Anyone like after you're drunk, I don't care who you are, you don't want to fuck. You want to eat shitty food.
No, it's a
and you-
choice.
and you
It's
wanna
one or
sleep.
the other. You're like, do I want to
I don't
eat the
think you
food
do.
or do I want to crush?
Yeah, you definitely don't, man.
You don't
I-
want. You don't want to fuck.
Yeah, you want pizza.
No.
You
You
want
pizza.
like
That's what I'm saying.
Guys, but here's the thing. Speaking from all of us who have significant others for a lengthy amount of time, think back to when you're single. You're down to eat the food and crush. It's only once you're like it's only once you're in a deep committed that you're like, you know what? We could sleep this one off. We'll just
Okay.
take care of this in the morning.
Here's the thing.
I'm going to get another chance at
Here's
this.
the thing. Maybe, but that ain't my world, and this is my world. This is what I'm gonna say. I don't think you want to smash. I think you want to eat food. You want to fucking lie down, and pass out. That's it. If you're, and by the way, hold on, wait.
I don't
I think
mind.
if you're like mid-20s, like if you're a party animal, if you're walking around with a chub 8-inch, you're fine. You can go fuck. You can eat pizza, whatever you want. Me out of shape. No, I want to go after the bar. If I'm drunk, I want to eat food and go pass out. We're at Domino's. I'm ordering Domino's. I was like, Nick, what do you want? She tells me whatever, fucking
Cool, yeah.
cheesy bread, whatever. Yeah. I get the cheesy bread. She's sitting down. After I ordered, and the guy's like, is that everything? And all I hear, she sounds like a lawyer objecting in court. Okay? All I hear is chicken bites. That's it. And she like held the S because she fucking slurs. She's got a speech impediment. And then she gets up, a heroic effort, gets up off the bench, stumbles her way to the counter and goes, "We need chicken bites." And he looked as stunned as I did, and he saw my visa. He's like,
this
"Are you
woman
good?"
some chicken
Yeah,
bites.
he's like, "Are you good with the chicken bites?" I was like, "Just fucking put the chicken bites in the bag. Let's go.
I don't even care if you cook them.
I like the way I envisioned that was the scene out of Wolf of Wall Street with the lewds where he's
Get the loot.
chicken bites.
We need that.
I'm not dying sober.
Chicken bites. Oh fuck. That was the. Most
I will
vigor I've
say
ever heard.
though, how good were those chicken bites?
They were terrible. They were really bad.
That sucks.
She killed them. They were really bad.
Well, she ate them all, so.
That was bad. But yeah.
Were they the ones with the cheesy, like hot sauce all over them?
Disgusting.
Man.
That's
The
just
chicken
gross.
bites.
Bro, I can't eat hot sauce. You know what happens in my ass if I eat hot sauce? It's bad. That was like, I was telling Ev, last week was like the first week I actually had diarrhea.
Like ever in your life?
Yeah, no, seriously. It was like the first time. Okay, because like I've lived with people before and like there's like shit spattered on the toilet. And I was like, what happened?
Can we
Like,
just say, like, from growing up, like, dense logs are
No,
what we're,
no,
are what
I'm
we're
not
dealing with?
Even
What's your
now.
diet that you like?
Mainly,
have never had diarrhea.
mainly
No
Delissio
vegetables.
frozen
Yeah.
pizzas. But,
No vegetables.
but apparently they're leaving Canada. So no, but it was, yeah, it happened last week.
Coco's on suicide watch.
Wait, but here's the weird thing.
You bring up one boxed food every single one. It's like
Do
Lucky
I?
Charms,
Shit,
it's
I do.
Pop-Tarts, now it's
That's what I
Delissio.
live off of.
God.
No, but
Fucking
wait.
child.
When I was doing it and I was taking the it felt weird. It was like airy, and then I was like, it's like I imagine that's how like a Tinkerbell would shit. It's like ping, 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 and then I looked down and it looked like fucking Picasso on the toilet seat. The whole thing's
That's what a Picasso looks like
isn't
to
it?
you.
Look at his paintings. He's not even looking.
It's more like a Van Gogh, if you ask me.
Yeah, he's getting like fucked by his boyfriend as he's painting them. I don't know what Isn't he was he the gay one?
I think they all were, man.
I think he's the gay one. Is Vin Diesel gay? I think Vin Diesel's gay.
He's got a
How
sick
many-
tank top.
Isn't Vin Diesel gay? Or is that a rumor?
I remember hearing that rumor, and I don't know. Like that was like pre-internet days too. Like that
I feel like if you just Dom Toretto, he's not gay.
Okay, hold on. Wait.
Vin
Did
Diesel
you know
is.
that? Did you know? And we talked fast. They're making another movie. This is the.
I think I didn't see it past like Tokyo Drift.
Hold on. So, but let me. Here's where it starts. Right where it starts is you got Toretto, you got Paul Walker, R.I.P. And they're basically just
Rest in peace, Paul Walker.
Yeah, they're slinging in the streets. It's about picking up girls, racing cars. That's it. Makes sense. The trailer for the new one is Dom and the team fight to save the world for a third time. Aquaman's the villain. John Cena's his wingman in the car seat. What the fuck happened to that plot? How do you go from...
They're doing boats now? Aquaman?
Oh, but... No. Who's the Jason guy? The good-looking guy?
Oh, Khal Drogo?
He's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the new bad guy in a car, and they can all drive really fast. This is the thing. But, like... And
no
there's
pressure.
nukes.
That guy's so big, there's no way a car he's in is going that fast.
Dwayne... What do you mean?
Weighs it down.
The Rock's been in every movie that they are in now since...
But
like,
he's always driving like tanks and shit.
But this
Never
is
the
thing.
fast one.
This is the thing. They go
Admittedly, never seen one with the Rock in it.
Wait, they go from
Making my
Tokyo
way through this one.
drifting to now they're flying tanks. The world is getting nuked. They're saving the world. This is the greatest.
Remember when they were on like a block and like Michelle Rodriguez was like
Yeah.
the hottest thing going?
She died and came back to life. This is the greatest development you've ever seen
What
in your entire
about my
life.
guy Han? Did we ever figure out what happened to my guy Han?
Yeah, we did. Remember, he dies.
Oh.
He couldn't handle Tokyo, which
drift-
is weird
drifted
Tokyo
because
gets the best of us.
which is weird because he's probably from Tokyo, but he's been to a lot of places. No, but I don't know. I just thought I don't know how they keep making. It's like fucking. It's the same thing as like when they keep doing soap operas. Same thing. Shows have been on for fucking 40 years. Yep. These guys are 20 years old and they're 80. The guy's 70, retired.
Like sand in the hourglass.
That thing, yeah.
These are the days.
And then talks like
Of
this,
our
and he's like, "Oh, and now I'm in love with you." He's got to be. They've banged everyone in the cast. Like, how do you keep making plot development?
Because they're executive producers, and they just like every 3 months write themselves in a new love interest so they could bang them for a few months, and then they toss them aside. You think Victor is like going to HR? And like, you think that's happening?
Side question: how do you know his name's Victor?
I just figured he looks like a Victor.
I'm
and
pretty
I'm
sure
You don't
Victor-
just figure.
he looks like a Victor.
Let me back up. You don't just figure that his name is Victor. That's
Look, I
all
wrestled
I'm gonna
with I
say.
wrestled with my sexuality for many years of my youth. Okay, I was.
You're gonna
for the
sit here-
record, I was never Team Victor.
You're gonna sit here and tell me you've never caught an episode of either Y&R or
Days of Our
Passions,
Lives.
Days of Our Lives?
I have, but I don't know the names. I know old guy and really old guy.
Victor might have been both of them. It's been on so long.
Yeah.
Well, like, were your parents ever into Coronation Street?
No, our parents weren't losers.
Yeah, well, both my parents were fucking like crazy into that, and there was one guy who I swear to God he like died in real life, so they had to finally kill his character off on the show. But he was on the show since he was like 8 years old.
Oh, a black guy?
No, it was a white guy, but
There's there's a guy that just died, same thing, and they had to kill him off.
yeah, 'cause, like it's fucked.
Yeah.
Black guys don't believe in wallets.
They don't believe in wallets.
Like a lot, like not saying this heavy stereotype, but like so many.
Well, you continue because
Just-
it is.
yeah, like-
Go ahead.
But they're the money clip, right?
Sure, just not wallets.
Yeah, no.
Wait,
No, never have wallets.
they never have wallets?
Like I've worked in the service industry my whole life,
Yeah.
and I would say 9 out of 10 they
That's
pull out
weird
a
because-
single debit card,
Yeah.
or now they just use their phone, or they have a wad of cash.
Because I've
it's
been
one of
I've
those
been robbing
options.
black guys for years, and they all have wallets. No, but that it's got to be like panhandling. It's got to be the toughest time in the world to like try and get money on the street.
Yeah, but now they've got like the QR code. They're like, hey, just scan this. It's a $5 option, $2 option.
Dude, that happened at some. We were walking by one of those boutiques in a mall, and I was with this girl, not the one I'm currently with, and she was.
Yeah, you
like,
told me this was like 2 months ago. You told me about this.
Yeah, no. Well, later on omissions. No. We're walking by, and it was like for earrings or scarves or some shit. And the guy asked her, and she was like, "Oh, I only have debit." And she just happened to have her debit in her hand. And he's like, "Oh, we have blank," and grabbed the debit and tapped. This guy was ready.
That can't be true.
No, it's
man.
100% fact. Happened. Swear to God, it happened. Swear to God, it happened. Her name is Michelle. Grab the debit and tap the thing.
How much was it?
No, it was like $20. It wasn't a lot,
Okay.
but it's more of a principle thing. And I mean, that's like $35 with inflation now. It's huge.
But her savings and how good of the deal it was, I think he did her a favor.
I don't know. I've just never seen any of the tapping shit happen. By the way, so we passed to Hooters last weekend.
Speaking of somewhere where you don't want to use tap payment of Hooters
Hooters,
because
yeah,
you want
don't do
that, you want to delay your count. You're like, count my change. You're Kendrick. Like you literally want to take all the time in the world. And you're bumbling. You're like, oh, declined 4 times. She's like, here, why don't you dust it off? She's bending over like, oh, just a second.
Okay, did you? So Nick had this point about Hooters, which is a pretty good point. The society now, I just sounded like I had a society. Are we ass people or tits people?
Well, they're rebranding to.
They have to.
No, well, they're merging with Jack Astor's because they study. Yeah, 66% of all males
just to be
are
clear.
ass men now, so they're merging with Jack Astor's, so that it might as well do it,
Just
right?
to be clear, you got the Hooters guys in lab coats.
Yeah, oh, they're doing
polls.
Yeah, because you need a
Drawing
lab coat.
blood.
You need a lab
I
coat
don't
to
know.
take a poll and draw
You know what I
blood.
mean?
Are you a tit man or an ass man?
It
Is that what they
sounds-
tell you on 23andMe?
It sounds scientific. Fuck you.
So
No,
my
if you're-
relatives are from East Germany, and apparently I am 47% ass man.
No. Okay, wait. But so she was saying, well, I guess that makes sense because Hooters looked fucking empty, and we're like, the population we used to be tit people, right? But now we're ass people.
I don't think that's why Hooters is.
It's got to be
I think the
it.
business.
I think
model's
that,
just
like,
been
Because there's
struggling. Lack of
nowhere else that
innovation
has
in the
better
menu.
wings. There's
Yeah.
nowhere else.
The gourmet hot dog.
That's got to be it. I don't know.
The fresh oysters.
And you know what? Hey, so you used to be a server, right?
yeah,
Okay. Do you ever serve, Jim?
No.
Okay.
no, they wouldn't let him near the people,
I did a little bit.
the humans.
I did just walk up and just
in the back with
throw it on the table. Boom. No. So if you're a server, I thought about this. I think serving's like the only job in the world where your, we'll call it commission, is solely just based off your personality. Because think about it. Even if let's say everything goes wrong and the food's terrible, if you're a really
you could
good
still make
server,
money.
yeah, you make money.
Yeah,
It's like the only job that you can do that.
yeah.
No, that's I'd say like most sales jobs are like
No way.
exactly that.
No.
Yeah, most sales job you're selling yourself. Like the difference between something.
Hey,
like
I could go buy
sounds-
paper from anyone, but I'm going to Dunder Mifflin for one reason and one reason only.
But like the difference between like a guy who sells one house a month
Okay.
or one house a year for that matter, like how many real estate agents are out there, to the guy who's like, just pumping out numbers.
Good
he knows how
haircut.
to make
No.
himself like
Good haircut.
available.
No, because I'm not gonna. Listen, if the house is fucking leaking, or if it's in, I'm not gonna say where. I'm not gonna buy the house.
No, you will.
I'm not going to
You will.
Detroit to buy
It's
the
a
house.
fixer-upper.
If the guy's like
That's a real fixer-upper.
like winning you over, he'll sell that house.
How would a guy
Yo.
win you over?
Like if they
Well,
just
I could
get
think of a few-
inside your psyche, they make you think
He'll get
you're a
inside
friend.
you.
Okay, think about this. Like how
When
many?
you win me over, ready? I want to
Okay,
buy a house.
no. Think about this though. Think about this for a second. How many people do you say like
Let
do
me
you talk
inside
to,
you.
and they're telling you, oh, my buddy is a real estate agent. Do you think
million.
that guy? Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
says that. Do you think that guy's showing
I
up to
am
their
actually.
birthday?
Huh?
Do you think that guy is showing up to their birthday?
No.
So is it their friend, or is it a business associate?
I think they're just saying that's like, oh, you have a canker. Like I
But-
know a dentist.
No, I say a guy from work all the time.
That's like, oh, your kid needs to get fucked. Like there's a guy with a van over there. It's the same thing.
I think you mean a cavity, by the way. But anyway.
No, for both, yeah. No. I think the whole thing.
Speaking of cavity, do you want to tell the story when when you and Nick went to Italy or went to Cuba? The search
Which one?
when you guys landed, the cavity search.
Cavity search, buddy. They didn't check shit. We brought like 4 bottles back. It was
That's not
beautiful.
what I heard.
I asked.
Juan Pedro
I have
told me. I have it on a good authority that
I have a guy
they
that-
did stuff.
One of my buddies works. He works like the border security, and I asked him. I was like, "Do you actually like randomly select people?" He was like, "Yeah, they actually do randomly. Like it's all random." Because even me, I was like, "It gets a little dicey when like the only guy in line gets pulled, right?" But he claims it's all random, and you know what's funny?
Yeah, you look like you're at risk of being randomly pulled.
I'm wearing a collared shirt and everything. No. You would be surprised, or maybe you wouldn't, but I was, at the amount of people that still try and smuggle drugs in.
Why would you be surprised?
Like because that's like they're looking for drugs. It's like if I was in paintball and you had to shoot the blue team, I wouldn't want to be wearing a blue shirt. Like they're looking for that.
Are you talking about like people smuggling a couple grams to get high that weekend, or like people
no.
like
really?
yeah? But like you think about it, it's a numbers game.
That's the only way to get. They send 50 cars, 10 get booked. That's 40 cars. That's 80%.
No, but how do
You've never gotten 80% in your fucking life.
I used to serve. No. No, but like, how do they convince that person? How do they convince? Like, yeah, you just go through. You're good.
Hey, have you ever watched Narcos?
I have
A lot of
Great show.
negotiations between El Chapo and and the henchmen. They've got a lot of give and take in that
Well,
relationship.
you guys are just doing a good job at shutting me up. All right.
Thank God, finally, the first epi that you just decided to
You know
shut
what?
the fuck
That's it.
up
I'm
every
done
now and
talking.
then.
I'm done. That's it.
At least when you go home, Nicole will be on your side.
Wait for the Nicole segment.
Well, I mean, speaking of, why don't we? What's cracking with Nicole?
Well, I've been warned about what I say about Nicole by Nicole, so I got to really be on edge about what I say about her. But let's just say that.
About who?
Let's just say that we're 4 months out from our wedding, and it's fucking rocky right now. It's as rocky as it's ever been. And let me finish. I've done rock climbing. You know what's fun about rock climbing is the end, because you get to just like nice glide down. It's not fun when you're waking up and she's bitch slapped. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't happen. But no, I thought the only stress that I'd have going into this wedding was paying $1,300 for a coordinator.
Oh my God, not again. The way it's a
That's
hot topic, this wedding coordinator, this fucking wedding
That was
coordinator.
it.
Well, I feel like you just set yourself up for failure there. You thought that was going to
Where?
be your biggest stress was the money you spent.
I love Nicole to death.
What
I
part
think-
of being with her forever didn't you understand?
Yeah.
I thought forever didn't mean weekends.
I'm a Monday to Friday kind of guy.
with holidays off,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
No, she's a good girl. Yeah, she's good. Life's good. I can't really complain right now. Besides the wedding, life's pretty good. I gotta buy the alcohol, which is gonna be a big thing. But we're gonna talk about that later. By the way,
Do you got an inside man
Do
in the
I gotta buy?
LCBO?
I'm buying the alcohol, or
there's discussions that need. No, it's fine. I'll move on because that's kind of something I'm gonna save for next week's pod.
okay. Yeah, you don't want to say it in front of Jimmy, I guess. his virgin years.
James, how's your job?
My nose was pretty good.
What are you doing right now?
It depends who's asking.
So
I'm a vibration tech. If I want to impress someone, I'm a vibration analyst.
I think you're
Wait.
I say you're a vibration analyst because you've been analyzing vibrators for years.
Oh, I thought you were kidding. Like when you said that, I thought that was like a sex joke.
No, that's actually what I
No.
do.
I think you're a vibration tech guy.
Yeah.
That sounds like a pickup line at a bar.
It would
What do
be a
you do?
weird one because it would need a
would that
lot of
be-
explanation.
No, wouldn't it? Vibrator vibration. You think so?
Everyone
Yeah.
makes dildo jokes.
Yeah, what is an actual? What do you do?
Just like analyzes the vibrations
The fuck does that
of
mean?
the machinery.
We use vibration to test machine health. So,
What does any of that mean? What is machine health? What do you mean?
You make sure the equipment is
It's
operational and good, running good.
like if your car, for example, was like running, and we would use vibration to like find out, like if you were hearing a noise, we would use vibration to find out what is wrong with your car and like how far out it is, kind of thing. But we do that for like industrial settings.
You have no fucking clue what that means.
Just
I don't know why, but to me, in my mind, that's like, oh, so if you're like banging a girl, you could tell by like how she feels if she's enjoying it or not.
well, so there's this guy like
Is
we
that right?
we deal with these like a lot of different people at work.
He's not a vibrator tech.
Well, that like
Yeah, you are.
It's
You just
not
said-
about vibrators.
Well, he's an analyst, dickhead. Get it right. He's an analyst, first off. He analyzes.
there's just one guy at work though, like it's one of our clients, like the new guy that we have to deal with it, and every
the
time he
worst.
makes the joke, he goes, "Next $1 billion idea, man." He goes, "You get women to use their vibrators, and you find out the frequency at which they come, and then you make that vibrator right, like specifically for them."
Because so it's like a home visit.
Hold on. Is
Well,
this-
Hey,
it would
I'm
be
the
more
vi-
like a
vibrator
doctor's
guy.
office. He made it. He I think he bought an old church, and he's
He's
trying to
gonna
get
do it
me
in a
to
church?
rent it out
Hey,
from him.
before you do any of this,
It's a real
before-
estate play.
right before the spiel, just do me a favor, say Dragon's Den.
Yeah. Oh, we've got Dragon's
We're back on
Den
Dragon's Den here.
out, or Shark Tanks, depending on what
wazoo.
the ideas. We got a lot of them. Nice bag. I mean, that's our big one, really. But
That's
No.
interesting. Okay. I
okay,
didn't
I'll write
say-
that one down.
Vibrator, vibrator analyst.
Yeah.
That's you're really changing the world.
Hey, happy wife, happy life.
I don't even know if anyone reads the reports I make. So
What do your reports just
Talking
say?
to a
Just
bunch of illiterate people who don't know how to read.
yeah, literally. What do your reports say? Little vibration, lot of vibration.
pretty much. And I say like, "Hey man, this is gonna fucking fail on you tonight." So it'd
There's
be
a lot-
nice if you changed it out.
So you should probably change it out that
Yeah.
way.
The-
That way it doesn't die in the middle. Then
like
you've
when you
got
go
to.
to your-
Doing this manually is going to be a lot harder, if not impossible, for some.
Dude, I'm sorry, but if you say you're a vibration analyst, that sounds super sexual. It just sounds like a pickup line. Like, hey, do me a favor. Okay, hold on. What if I was? I don't mean to get weird, but like if you
I
had
feel
to
like anyone who prefaces
hear me
something
out.
like
Hear me
that
out.
is
Let's
getting
just say,
it's
okay,
getting
so
weird.
here we go. Something happens to your wife. Hopefully never. And then, you meet a new girl and she's got a kid, right? And let's say the kid's like 8 or 9.
Why the hell would he do that?
What? Oh, with a kid?
Who's already got?
He loves kids.
If you don't want to add,
So, well, with all of his time at Frankie's, he's a pro. So here we go. You're talking to the kid, and now the kid's asking, "Hey, what do you do? What do you do for a living?" Now, hear me out. When you're answering this question, remember, you can't sound like an adult. You have to talk to a kid in the kid voice. Go ahead. Tell me what you do.
you just go like, you're
No,
like,
and
I
it's
could
like,
do it.
Hey, Timmy. Call me Timmy.
Hey, hey Timmy, I check on machines.
No.
to-
No, that's not what you say. And that's not your job. And by the way, again,
Hey, Timmy, I make sure
no,
the
no, no.
shaky,
No, listen.
the shakes are normal.
Watch this. Ready? So here we go. If I'm a teacher, I'd say, "Hey, Timmy, well, I'm a teacher in a school." Like high pitch, right? Encouraging. Now you go ahead and you tell me that for your job.
Hi Timmy, I'm a vibration tech in a mill.
You might as well say in a MILF. In your mom, Timmy. I'm a fucking vibration tech. No, you basically just, "Hey, Timmy, I'm a vibration tech, and what I make sure is, here, give me your hand for a minute. Let me show you what it feels like." That's the sketchiest shit
This
I've ever.
is why you're banned from Frankie's.
I'm just saying it.
Give me your hand.
It sounds made. Give me your hand.
Like, why is little Timmy surrendering his
Give me your
hand to
hand.
you?
Does this smell like chloroform? No. But that's good. How's the family? How's Timmy?
We're gonna transition to that now. Eh?
Oh, God.
I'll never forget your. By the way, your wedding apparently I was a bad DJ.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been told I was a bad DJ. I thought I was a man of the people. So background to this is Jim.
A lot of Britney Spears.
I had a lot of Britney Spears.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh fuck. Background to this basically is for Jimmy's wedding. I took over the aux cord and people weren't happy, to say the least.
It's a bold strategy.
It's a bold strategy.
Well, like people would. I remember like. The one thing that like struck me as odd was like if you said a band and like a song and like we requested that from you, you would put something from that band but not necessarily that song. And like not necessarily you know a song that people would like.
Don't ever let them control you.
No one tells DJ request what to do.
Like
I'm dead. Well, I'm sorry for fucking up your wedding.
It's our fault for not hiring a DJ.
Buddy, I'll be there. I'll be there for the next one. Don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah, and 3 and 4. And...
I feel like by the third wedding, like you'd be a pro at it. You know, you'd be great at marriage.
You are the wedding planner.
Yeah, you'd be great at marriage.
I've done 3 of these already, boys.
Just rebooking everything.
Yeah, at the same venue.
Well, how are you? What kind of learner are you? Like a hands-on? Do you like being shown, auditory, visual? Well, you see, what I like to do is learn from my mistakes.
And from vibrations.
And a lot of vibrations. I analyze the vibration, the frequency.
I've been collecting data on her for years.
Turns out I can't bang your sister that night. Now we know. We're going to move forward.
9 is too young.
What do you guys do for Valentine's Day?
Well, we like have a kid, so she kind of fucked everything up.
Yeah, damn it.
But
It's the worst.
I went to Metro and all the good fucking treats were already sold out, so I had to buy a whole like cake as the treat for the night, like, and because it was just like, kind of fucked my whole day.
Like
So
it was
higher
5.
cake.
yeah, and like we just
it was
wanted a little
5:45.
Yeah,
on February
I fucked up big
14th.
time,
Was
right?
that maybe's dinner?
Yeah.
Wow, they were fucking. They gave her the whole cake. She did as well.
Yes. I got a pre-diabetes case for you here.
One thing I gotta say, you bring up diabetes
Do I?
every podcast.
You know why? It's because I think I'm a little worried that down the line,
I think for sure
might
with your
be a
diet,
candidate.
yeah.
I don't eat enough vegetables. I drink too much. I eat
You
a lot
love
of sugar.
candy.
I don't drink enough water. I do love candy. Fuck.
What's your diet looking like these days? Like what's a typical Coco dinner?
I'll tell you. This is my diet. I'll tell you what yesterday's was, and then like a typical day. So yesterday I didn't eat until 4:00. I had 3 eggs in a bagel.
You fasted.
Oh, I do intermittent fasting. 3 eggs in a bagel, and then at 8:00 I eat an entire Delissio frozen oven pizza.
So like this whole day of like strength and discipline, and then just like just put it in the shitter at 8 p.m.
No, but like a typical day for me is I'll wake up. I don't eat anything until 1, around 12 or 1. Always. I have a coffee in the morning. I take my shakes, like vitamin shit. And then I'll have my dinner will be around 6 or 7. I only have like the 2 meals. I do the eggs and then my dinner. And then after dinner, I wait about an hour and then I have a couple snacks. Now, this is where I can't kick it. I just eat a lot of fucking sugar. So, yeah, I mean, when we bring up diabetes, I feel like down the line, what's the whole thing with a fatty liver? Because I heard about, so like if your liver is fat, you're more susceptible to like dying. Is that what that means?
I would say if in general fat, you're more susceptible to die.
But how do you get a fatty liver? Do you guys know how you get a fatty liver?
Yeah, by doing exactly what you do. Eat no
sounds weird,
vegetables, drink like a fish.
I've cut back on my drinking.
What's that even mean?
It means I don't do as much.
What's not as much? 3, 4, 5 drinks a day.
I have.
He stopped drinking on his way home from work.
Yeah,
He waits till he gets home.
Dude, no, I probably have up like 1 or 2 days a week. I'll have a couple drinks. That's fuck. Well, apparently that makes me an alcoholic because the new Canadian guidelines
I mean,
are.
2 drinks a week. What's that going to do for you?
Yeah,
I mean, that doesn't even get you through a day.
This guy's my idol. I think he's my dad. I think he's my dad.
2 drinks isn't enough.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not. But anyways, yeah, I don't need to get into all that. I'm probably going to die young. We know that. Nicole, she talks about it all the time. She's like, when I outlive you, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. You fucking suck.
You give me like a murder-suicide vibe, so I think that
Romeo
she'll be
Juliet?
dying before you.
Why do people think
Right
murder-suicide
before
isn't
you.
romantic? It's the most romantic thing you could do.
Yeah. If I can't have you, no one can.
No, that's it. Yeah. Or wait, there's a story in the news about this chick who I think she had like a terminal something, and the guy stabbed her to death and killed her because he didn't want her to have to live out like the cancer.
And stabbing to death.
I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying, is it not a little romantic?
But is it like
He
is that the
killed
most
himself after
like I
that.
don't think stabbing like multiple times. I think one like emotional like Jon Snow Daenerys stab. Okay. If you're mutilating her body, you're like, I just hate the cancer. I think there was I think there was built other issues in that relationship.
No,
This is
Yeah,
a
I
bit of
feel
a
like
Nicole
if I was gonna do
situation.
that out of love, like I would research it and be like, where can I do it the quickest, and just like get it right in the jugular. Whereas
Or
like
not
someone,
use a knife.
yeah, yeah, like a
Drug her?
Yeah,
You're gonna
I love
drug
how
her?
I love how,
Drug her
I
like
love
a
how
normal
James is
person?
like, if I'm gonna be really romantic, I'm gonna stab her in the neck. Not
Yeah. Drug her like a normal person.
She just looks all hacked up in the casket.
The romance can live.
I don't know. Call me crazy. I just thought that was kind of romantic. Do you guys get things for Valentine's Day, or do you have to give things for Valentine's Day?
What kind of dumb question is that? Obviously, we have to give things for Valentine's Day.
So you don't get anything.
I didn't give anything.
What the? Okay, so do you
I mean,
guys
not
know?
tangible.
Did
but-
you guys know about the day before being like the guy's day?
Yeah, blowjob day, isn't it?
Do you know that?
I think
They always
like,
say that,
Did
but
you
it's
get a
like-
blowjob?
I don't know if I did. I
I
might have to
didn't-
cash that
First
check
off,
in.
I didn't know about that, and that just goes to show how like it's not. But why isn't this publicized more?
Well, because
I don't think it's real. I think
yeah,
dudes are just like
fake.
better and being like, well, fuck, if I go to take her out for dinner. It's all the losers who like never do anything nice for their spouse other
me.
than Valentine's Day. Yeah, exactly. And that's like the only time. So like, if I'm doing this for you, I know you do everything for me every day, but you better suck my dick the day before.
Part of me thinks Nicole's ungrateful. I mean, I brought home an entire frozen pizza. It's like,
See,
that's not ungrateful.
it was
hey,
deluxe.
yeah.
It wasn't just a pepperoni.
If they were
Delicious,
if they were
delicious.
smart, there's a few things. First of all, Super Bowl always kind of around Valentine's Day right now. Some would say that's kind of like male Valentine's Day. That's our day. But what they should do is you give a week gap between blowjob day and Valentine's Day, because on Valentine's Day there's a good chance you're getting laid, right? But if you're doing
if you did your job right.
if you did your job right, and if you do it, there's one thing that can maybe knock that. What if it's that time of the month? So you spaces it out by a week, and then you're probably guaranteed to get it twice for B-job day.
You really thought about this?
Oh, I'm thinking about it right now.
Have you submitted papers to the UN on this yet?
No, model UNs, yeah, but I got kicked out of them. You can't go to a high school model UN with these kind of theories.
These
I learned.
ideas?
Yeah, I got arrested. They're not cool. They're not so chill.
Okay, I have a question,
You'd
but
think
I
they'd
don't
be
want to
cool.
get judged. But I think I might get judged. Model UN. That's
It's not a bunch of hot
fuck.
people from
I
different
thought,
countries.
I thought maybe it was like
the
the.
Miss Universe.
I thought that's what that
my
was.
God.
No, listen, because I thought
this is
I thought
better
it was
than the
all.
Pope.
I thought it was like the UN, like it was like a UN runway, and they had models, and I was like Miss Arizona UN.
Arizona.
No, wait. Oh fuck. It's guys. I don't do geography jokes. You got to be there. No, I don't know.
You actually really do.
No.
You're good at them.
No, but I wasn't just saying that. I thought that they had like a whole pageantry show for the UN. No.
Do you know what the UN is?
Yeah, United Nations, isn't it?
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay, we
Bitch.
got one.
Bitch.
You got to be one of the like dumbest smart people I know.
No, that's the thing.
No, he's got
though.
Coco logic.
Okay, hold on. What is Model UN?
Like a model UN, it's like you. It's essentially you know what the United Nations is and what it does, and
They're like there for everyone. I don't know.
Oh
Look,
shit! What you're not getting, man? This is like in high school. You
yes,
pla-
the model,
acted
the
like
model
it's like,
UN,
Oh, so it's just like good people.
high school models.
It's like good people. No, high school models.
Evan
You're
was
sick.
in it.
You're fucking sick.
I was.
Okay, so it's just like people that have.
I was
good
Ghana.
grades.
I was like, what kind of fucking shit is this? I didn't even know Ghana was in the UN.
No, people with good grades that like volunteer.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what nerds like. We
Nothing
do it.
about-
Nerds do it.
So it's nothing about.
You would have
looks.
never know. This wouldn't have been on your radar.
Nothing about looks. Or
They
like
wouldn't have even
sports.
asked you. They would have been like, "Hey, you want to?" No, never mind. Not him.
I did some volunteering.
I volunteered once.
I did my volunteering.
The 40
was-
hours
that-
they
hey,
require you
No,
to do.
that was, or the court mandated
Dude, do you remember?
after the incident.
But okay, he used to be when he was doing volunteer time when he was like a camp counselor for the high school thing, and he had 4 kids in his bunk, and the one
One
kid,
of them ate toothpaste.
yeah, one kid was starving and he had to eat toothpaste.
No.
No, that's exactly
it
how the
happened.
story went.
No. He
No.
was not starving.
Did you or
I
did you
was
not?
responsible
Did you
for the
starve the
food?
kid?
Did you or did you not board the door or put a bed in front of the door? Did you not do that?
Why would I do that?
Because he was starving and he was trying to escape. And was he or was he not African American?
Oh
African?
my god.
I
was gonna say African
lock,
American.
I did not lock him in a cabin
Hold on.
and not feed him.
You better watch it,
just
man.
to be clear.
Trudeau's going to declare
That
this
is
a
not- wait,
genocide.
wait.
Hold
That is
on.
not
I'm
true.
asking you yes or no questions. Did you ever block the door at any time?
No.
With no anything?
No.
No address or anything?
Although the year before that we did break a bunk, but that
Okay.
was horseplay.
Did someone eat toothpaste?
Yes,
Was he of a different
he was.
Okay, but important thing here though.
Okay.
This
He
could
brought 4 tubes for a 2-night trip. He came with those
What?
intentions. He had
No.
the whitest smile.
No,
I've
he's still
ever
no.
seen.
He's grade 12.
Still
He's
got
under his
great teeth.
he's under his
He's
parents'
still
plan in
got
grade
great
12.
teeth.
It's under his parents' plan. He's trying to keep the
No,
girl clean.
He liked the minty freshness of it. He still has the cleanest teeth you've ever seen. I've kept in contact with my campers.
That's kind of fucking creepy.
a little too close contact.
Okay, Epstein.
I blocked the door. I totally blocked the door. Those kids weren't going nowhere.
I genuinely thought you blocked the door.
Why would I do that? And then
I don't know,
made
your-
him-
your volunteer
and then
hours, I don't
made-
know.
Then made him eat toothpaste. No, you broke your ribs that
didn't-
trip.
I did break my. Yeah, that was bad too. Oh man, that was
'Cause you're an
Dude,
idiot.
I think back to that. Yeah, we were all sprinting at night. I like tripped over a horseshoe pit or something.
Yeah.
Well, could have been bad if I hit the
Yeah.
pole.
That
So I like yeah I
impaled.
cracked my ribs or whatever, and apparently so I was. Here's the fucked up thing about high schoolers, and this is why like you don't realize how dumb you are until you grow up. I might still be an idiot, but so we had it was 4 people to a thing.
No.
Right? It was 4 people to a thing. So I woke up the next morning and like I had an off and on sleep, and they're like, "Dude, you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" And they're like, "You're like barely breathing." I was like,
They called him
"What?"
Lil Wayne. He was
was-
wheezing
yeah,
like that
yeah.
for like the next
Like,
3 years.
They were like, dude, at one point, like 2 of us were sitting up listening to you wheezing. I was like, why did you wake me? Like,
the crazy part.
we just like
They-
grow out of it.
I'm like talking to like some of the counselors that are like in my grade and females, and then this kid runs up, "Oh my god, Ev, Cody got real hurt. He's in his cabin. You should probably go see him." I'm like, "For sure." Never
For
went.
sure.
Next morning
Get
at
over
breakfast.
here, boy.
Hey, no.
For sure. Bring the tube.
Next different kid. Next morning at
Oh,
breakfast.
there was more than one black kid.
Next morning at breakfast, I said, "I got to talk to you." That's like when we were playing like basketball for school one day, and Keelan was like, he's 6 years younger than me, so he's in grade 1. I'm in grade 7, and he got his teeth knocked out.
Oh, yeah.
I just sent him to the office by himself. I'm like, "Yeah, he'll find her way." Mom didn't love that one. I think I'm the one who did it too, which made it worse.
how did you knock his teeth out?
No, he
Probably an
didn't.
elbow.
Did you?
Maybe someone else did, but
Did you know I've sent Keelan 3 times
I know.
for stitches?
Yeah,
How fuck? 3 times.
hit him with a bike the one time.
I ran over him the one time. I don't know where
Oh,
he was,
with-
but I hit him
with
with
the
a
bike.
I ran over him.
With a car or a bike?
No, it was a bike.
Okay, Jesus
He
fucking
was like,
Christ.
Keelan was like
fucking bike.
6. So that's right. There's like blood stain on the sidewalk in front of our house for like 4 years.
Oh, I got a bad growing up story. So that was the first time. The second time we were playing tag at the old
The hairdresser. And guess what? At the barbershop that I went to, and guess what?
Yeah.
He got stitches on that corner. Like cut 6 months
Yeah.
later, same corner, same barbershop. He hit his head again and got stitches
it's-
2 times. The hairdresser was like, "Buddy, like I've never seen anything like this." So 7-year-olds, but stitches. They were like calling CAS on my dad. Dad's like, "I don't even have custody of these kids." Like, it's not.
it's like, am I getting him back? It's like,
But lady, if you
Am I-
call, I might not be able to.
I'm the-
If you call, I might not be able to see these guys.
the best of a worst case here. Like, well, he only does a bit of crack. Good. No, and then the third time I let a dog. He was fucking terrified of dogs, and we were at like our grandma's, and there was the porch without railings, and I let the dog out. Like, Adam, and then he like fucking like did the baby. He was like a toddler, did a wobble, fell.
Yeah.
But like toddlers are so
I think
durable.
he was 1
You
and a
can
half, like
drop-
2.
No, you could drop a kid
like
they're
15
durable
feet.
by then.
Yeah.
Like
Like
sponges.
by 2 years old, you can hip check them across the room, and
Yeah.
they're like they'll get
Careful
up
what
laughing.
you
Yeah,
say.
and they won't even say anything.
They don't know how. They're like, Daddy, wall, Daddy, wall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, limitations. So I used to test my arm out across the road, and I used to throw rocks over the road, and I would like land them on like this patch of grass, like it was my Tom Brady.
There was a house directly across the street from us. Just throw
there
that
was,
out there.
there was, but that was part of the game. I was like, you don't hit the house. So I was throwing the rocks over, right? And then the game started to get boring, and I started to get really good at it. So then I started to go like I would wait until cars were passing, and then I'd just throw a nice little
Oh yeah, I remember this
right,
one.
throw it like a cross route. And then this one time I fucked up my toss, having an off day. So I would say. I was a pro. I'd done that for weeks, and I threw the rock, and it went through like the back window was open. It went through the back window, hit the other window, and it missed like a newborn by like this much.
Yeah, he almost killed a baby.
Yeah,
Wow.
I remember that.
that actually did happen.
That's fucked up, man. Like I
don't know how he
I
sleeps
honestly
at night.
like you less now.
So I don't want to go all like Will Smith.
But
and
he
give you a
stopped throwing
motivational
stones
thing.
at cars.
No, but I was this close to greatness. What a shot! Through traffic, through a
Through 2
window.
windows.
I
Okay.
don't want to hit him, but come on, that's impressive.
First of all, I have a story about a great shot like that, but I will say, to be fair for you, was there a baby on board sticker? Because they're the most
great
useless
question.
stickers in the world, and on the one time we needed one, we don't know if there was.
They're
So
the worst drivers.
okay, so we're driving to the casino one night, okay, and we are racing these girls up like where it's driving. Okay, fuck, I gotta beep that out. He's driving, okay, and we're all drinking in the car, doing whatever, and so he bombing down the street, the main street. The girls are like dusting at red lights, stopping at greens, back and forth, whatever. Our buddy, I'll beep it out again, but Rivy, okay, he
Don't beep that out.
okay.
He's a friend of the program.
Yeah. So he is like talking shit to them, doing whatever, right? So we're at a red light. I'm sitting passenger side in the back. My window's all the way down. Fuck his name again. I'm so bad with that. He's driving. He chugs some of the beer, okay? Throws from the driver's seat through the back window. No. Like epic shot, crossbody through the back window, kind of barely looking. Through their window, hits the rear view window inside, and the beer just, whatever half beer remaining, just explodes everywhere. And it was like perfect. You know, like he always had the music queued up. Like, next you know, AC/DC. Fucking just speed off, and fucking they're just losing their minds or whatever. I think they threw the can back at the car as we sped off, but it was fucking
What a
epic.
toss.
But that's a 10/10 Hall of Fame toss right
You think
there.
that was more impressive than my almost baby hit?
100% because you didn't hit the baby.
Yeah, there was no.
That's what would have made it impressive if you actually
Whereas
killed
like
the kid.
they won something.
Yeah.
They won the pride of that
I don't
night.
know. It's been a while. I got to get back into that. Just-
Rock hurling.
Just whipping rocks across the.
You were weird when you were a kid though, because like you do stuff like that. I remember one time like we were all camping, and I guess you had a pocket knife, or some adult bought this
fuck.
fucking guy a pocket knife, and like, oh my god, it should have never happened the way your brain developed. And my mom's like,
I think
what's
Jackie must have thought
Yeah.
I had autism growing up.
100% she did. She used
Yeah.
to use it as like a insult almost, but
Yeah.
not really actually. But
Okay, you finish yours.
yeah, no. Anyways, you just came up one night at the campground, and
Yeah.
she's like, "What's wrong with your hand?" And he must have had like 175 cuts on his hand
Edward Scissorhands.
that he cut himself. It cut himself.
No, I didn't cut myself. I was practicing opening and closing it.
Jackie was like legit worried that like Coco was trying to harm himself, and like he's
They
like,
were
"Look,
suicidal
look."
gestures.
No, they're like, hey, this kid's like 8 years old. He's throwing rocks by himself. He's doing like, I think he might have autism.
With an arm.
I think he might have
Come on
autism.
now.
He's
Don't
he
shine my
almost,
game.
he almost killed a baby. He's literally.
But I was close. I feel like I'm getting slighted.
You were pretty close.
Thank you.
You were pretty close.
Thank you.
Anyway, yeah. So I think she thought you wanted to kill yourself.
I was thinking about this because you obviously know I work with autism.
That must be
You
really
work
hard.
with autism, as in like you have autism.
He probably
and you
is
work, or
autistic
you
and he
work
works with
people who have
autistic
autism.
kids.
Both. I have Asperger's. So they taste like ass.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you
No.
cooked for me one time.
No.
They're pretty shit.
Okay, so Nick's watching this thing on Netflix about the royal family. Got me thinking. How's there no autism in the royal family?
Okay, have you
Have you ever seen like that old
Prince
bastard?
Andrew?
Yeah. Have you not seen some of these guys?
They're autistic?
Okay, the one video after Prince Andrew got like outed as being in cahoots with Epstein and stuff, he gave this like weird ass interview.
He was his numbers guy.
Yeah,
he just had the math fucking on.
Dude, he was just like sweating, and like everyone like after this interview like was
Everybody knows
like,
if you sweat a lot, you clearly have autism.
no, they asked him about the sweating, and he told me I have a condition where I don't sweat. That was his response to that.
That's why I
That
take
might
my
be-
kids to Sky Zone to confuse people. Wait, so they think he has
110% he has autism.
Okay, why are there no kids? No kids running around. And like no Down syndrome kids, no nothing.
They might like kill those off too, though, right?
They have
A
to.
little injection when they're
Dude,
born.
they can do. My buddy got a job at Harvard. They can do crazy stuff. I know they have been for a while, but like the way that they can like, it's like, yo, what color do you want your kids' eyes to be? Boom, they're that color.
Or you just fuck hot girls. Like that of that creed. You're like, okay, I want blue eyes.
Okay, but
Only fuck girl
you
with blue
know,
eyes. Boom.
I guess, but not everybody's got,
I feel like with those things, like it sounds cool right now, but like
No, it
they've
is always
they've
cool.
only done it to like a couple kids, and they're like, yeah, man, everything seems normal. But like in like 30 years, we're gonna have like a few of those guys running around, and they're gonna be like, we don't know what it is. There's gonna be something weird as fuck about them.
They don't have honest eyes.
It's gonna be something.
Imagine if like Hitler had that kind of science. Just fucking everyone looks the same.
Yeah, but instead of the camps, it'd just be LASIK and plastic surgeons.
Just a shot in the arm. You're good. Go fuck that guy. No, but they can do. They can do crazy things. They can manipulate height, everything. It's
But,
like
like-
if you have a kid now, and like the kid comes out not looking like you, let's say, that could be you just like paid some money to do that. It's not chick fooling around anymore. Is that weird to
So-
say?
Yeah, but you would know. It's
No,
not like
you wouldn't,
the kid.
though. You wouldn't.
How you wouldn't know that they modified your kid?
Well, oh, that's what
Like
you're
you're
saying.
customizing the kid. How would you
Yeah.
not know?
Well, maybe the guy doesn't want that to happen.
I still feel like there's like limitations to this. I don't think you like. I
No,
could
I
be
think
like,
they could do
I
pretty
want a
much
7
anything
foot
they
black
want.
kid.
To be fair, I do. You see how much the NBA
Yes.
players are making right now? Okay,
He
listen.
could be a hockey player.
Yeah, and Zdeno Chara, but with
Yeah,
more
he's
athleticism,
not
that'd be amazing.
Imagine Zdeno that could jump.
Exactly. This guy's doing triple sow cows in the fucking defensive zone. But no, you it's just a preposterous idea to like want to customize your kid. Having said that,
No.
why not? You know,
Yeah.
if there's a lot of ugly people in this world.
No.
But that's what I'm saying.
Pretty
is that,
him up
like,
a bit.
It
The
sounds
world
like a
doesn't
great
need another
idea.
Keelan.
Like I said, there's a lot of ugly people
Yeah.
in this world.
I think it sounds like a great idea, but like in a couple of years, it'll be something weird about them that we just like it. You know,
You
they're
think
all
there'll be
like
a
just
name?
a.
There'll
Oh
be a
yeah,
name for
you know,
them?
there'll be like it'll be a syndrome.
Yeah,
like,
we did a study in like
It'll be like the
80,
CRISPR
88% of the people of sex offenders that have been arrested in the past 5 years.
Yeah,
Haven't been normies.
They're not normies.
Not
we'll
normies.
we'll find a way to other them.
I love that. That's funny. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a big thing. Especially, and I think it's like 20 grand. That's not even that bad. I mean, it's 10. Listen, from half my exes spent 10 G's on their chest. So 20 G's to have your kid looking like fucking
Yeah,
Jude
you're
Law.
like good luck Chuck for a kid or for a girl if they want new tits.
I just date flat-chested chicks. Like, you're next, sweetie. You don't even know it yet. You don't even know.
I don't know though. You went one way, one the other. So
Yeah, I guess. I've already said too much.
sorry, that's not a man and a woman. That was I meant for a reduction and an increase.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anybody have plans this weekend? I have some plans.
Why don't you tell us what your plans are this weekend?
No, you guys go first.
I gotta work.
Okay. That's fucking super exciting.
Yeah, it's good.
You live the worst life.
I live
How
the
long
best
do-
life.
How much do you work?
Hmm?
How many hours a week do you work?
A good amount.
What's a good amount? Oh,
Well,
yeah,
considering
you're
it
not, you
takes-
just do whatever you want.
Yeah, it takes 17 hours to edit this fucking podcast every week because of all the weird shit you say. But other than that, I mean, that adds to the total.
I just gotta stop. Okay, we're good. Clip it. Clip it. Clip it. I love this thing. James, you got plans this weekend?
No. You know, Coco said the other day, he's like, yeah, I've actually never listened to one of these back yet.
I haven't.
I was like, what? I was like,
I've listened to
it's like
some.
I've never. So you've made me listen to like fucking 30 hours of this shit. And
Yeah,
you-
because I know that I know that I'm portrayed as like an idiot. And I feel like I'm really smart.
yeah,
That's what I said earlier, man. You're like
That's
one
what
of
makes
the
you so
dumbest
funny.
smart people I've ever met.
Right.
Like that one time, do you remember that? So we're looking for New Montreal.
Wait, what?
well,
You
we're in
we were
old
asking
Montreal.
A guy for directions in Montreal one time.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, like that's not really where in old Montreal you want to be. And Cody turns around and with a straight face, like no hesitation, goes, "Oh, so you mean we're looking for New Montreal?" And the guy looks up at us like,
We were
Okay,
dying.
"Who's
just
filming?"
to be clear.
He thought he was
Aren't-
getting punked. He was waiting for
aren't-
Ashton Kutcher
no,
to jump
no,
out.
no. They're different places. They have.
No one
Yeah,
calls it
wait,
New Montreal.
They're different places.
It's
No,
not
no,
called
no.
New Montreal.
Yeah, it is because I talked to the chicks I talked to down there. They were like, "Oh, like we're going to Old Montreal,"
Yes.
and there's
Old Montreal is what the place is
no
called.
because there's New Montreal, and it's where the younger people are.
It's not
we're
like-
30. That's New Montreal.
Have you ever gone to New York and looked for Old York?
No, because that's not real, but New Montreal is real. New Montreal's a place, guys. Stop. I'm not it's a fucking place. What do you mean? Like people say, hold on. Is there wait. Is there like a street or something called Old Montreal?
No, it's a district.
it's a district.
Okay, so then there's a district called New Montreal.
No, there's not.
there
the
is,
city
bro.
is called Montreal.
Yeah, right. But then there's a
You
new
don't
and an
even
old.
speak
The
French.
the whole thing's Montreal, but then there's a new and an old.
No.
By the way, I'm pissed at Montreal because every time I fucking go to Montreal, every time I get a poutine, there's not cheese curds.
Yeah, man.
Because you got one from McDonald's at 4 in the morning.
No.
Fucking idiot, you're too drunk to
No.
eat it. You got
No.
killed to get you're like, give me 8 burgers.
Every time, that's a side thing. Every time, that was a bad night too. You know what's funny about that? And I'm jumping everywhere, but like I remember showing Ev and I showed Nick a video of like someone pissing in the street. But like the first time I was showing Nick, I didn't I was like, oh, like someone took my phone. It was me recording it. I was like, is that my voice? Like, is that me? Now it would be so easy for me to get taken advantage of on the streets of New Montreal. It would be so easy. Like, how many times have you gotten blackout in your life?
In New Montreal or anywhere.
Guys, fuck you. This is a place. I'm looking this up. New Montreal is a place.
Honestly,
If New Montreal's a place,
you're wrong.
I need it in omissions.
Okay, fine, but you're wrong. So you need to understand something.
I understand
You
everything.
admit that geography is not your thing, and then
Because you
every
gotta
single
be there.
time there's anything to do with geography, you act like you know exactly what's going on.
No, I don't. You're right. I don't know anything about geography, but I know that the people that we spoke to, they were saying there's New Montreal, and that's where like all the bars are.
No.
All the hip
No,
bars.
you
All the-
said New Montreal.
The luge place.
You-
That luge
Stop
bar.
trying to make fetch happen.
That luge bar's in Montreal. It is. New Montreal. Hold on.
Yeah, look at you scroll like a feed because it's nothing. New Montreal development, New Montreal homes, New Montreal. It keeps popping up, but not actually New Montreal.
Man found guilty of kidnapping in Montreal.
In New Montreal murder case.
Is there a New Montreal?
Yeah, it's called Montreal.
Fuck.
Hey,
All I see is, can Montreal support 2 pro basketball teams? Bitch, they don't even have one. All right. Well, I'm going to do some more research because I look like an idiot right now, but I think there's a New Montreal. I'll leave
yeah, and it
alone.
sucks because you led into this saying you don't like how you're being portrayed.
Yeah, I really did, didn't I? Fuck.
I don't like how people make it seem like I'm not smart. I'm real smart. The problem is, I actually just don't know anything.
I don't know a lot of. Well, it's like trivia, which, by the way, thanks for that.
Yeah,
Called
no
you.
worries.
Where the fuck are you anyway? We talked about the trivia already. That's why I'm so bad at trivia. It's because like it's all general knowledge, and I
you
don't
don't have any of
No,
it.
I have. You're right. I don't have great general knowledge. Okay, if this is really turning out bad, I don't have a lot of general knowledge, especially when it comes to geography and things like science. And I'm not great
math.
at
And
math. I'm not
English.
great at math either.
Reading, writing, it's
reading
just
and
not
writing
my
are not
thing.
his
I can
thing.
read. I can fucking print like a champ. But like, yeah, no, I don't have a lot
Cursive.
of that. That's why, yeah, trivia and shit like that's tough. Like that's why first dates were always kind of weird for me because I didn't know. Like I want to be like, hey, what do you do for a living? And hopefully they come up with some bullshit like I'm a vibration analyst, and then it's just easy. It's like, well, show me, you know what I mean? But no, if they're like, oh, I'm into science or math, like, what am I gonna do? Or like,
You say,
I
wow,
travel,
that's fascinating. What kind of science or math?
and they'd be like, all the kinds of science. And
Which kind is your favorite?
Well-
long division,
What about long division do you like so much?
both the dashes. That it looks like a sandwich. I don't know.
If you could only choose one of the dashes, which would it be? Are
It'd
you
be
a
the
top
same
dash or a bottom
It'd
dash?
be the same thing with like a flight attendant. It's like people are like, "Hey, like where are all the places you've been in the world?" And I gotta like really,
Everywhere.
I gotta tread lightly because I don't know countries. Like I don't know. I couldn't.
But
name
if you're a
ton.
flight attendant,
or states,
you wouldn't get that job.
Yeah, I feel like
right.
you
No,
thought
I
you wouldn't
think
have
Arizona
asked
was
him,
in the
like,
UN.
That's not true. That's not true. If I was a flight attendant, all I'd have to do is like do that. Like this is how you do your seatbelt. If someone is dying no, not dying. if the plane is crashing, do the oxygen first to you. Fuck, I suck. Fuck, man, I'm not good at this.
Yeah.
Damn it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life.
If you ever apply to one of those, we'll send them this video.
Yeah.
And it just fuck up your chances.
Oh,
so
man.
we can cross that off the list. You don't have to worry
You
about
have to
this
be
in
like
the future.
Pan Am
you
is
gotta
just
be-
like
you
gonna
gotta be-
reject them.
You gotta be bilingual too, don't you?
Leo did it
Who?
when you worked for Pan Am.
I think he was a pilot. in
Denard?
that.
Leo,
Leo? Oh, he did that?
when he worked for Pan Am, he was cashing fake
No,
checks.
it's that
Oh,
fucking
the movie. Why is he getting shit on so much?
Frank, I'm all right. Well, because old people are jealous that he keeps fucking all
Yeah,
these
wait.
young bitches.
How is it? Hold on. This is a thing. This like if an older chick was banging a bomb 19-year-old, no one's gonna say a thing, are they?
No.
No. Why is everyone making this a big deal? This is impressive.
I think they're kind of more making a deal that he like cycles through them, like they have an expiry date
But at the same time, like they know what's up.
by now. Yeah, if you don't
Like if you're looking at
I'm
it and
gonna
be
be
like,
the
I
one
think
to
I'm gonna be
change
the
him.
one.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Do
be
you
the
think
one to
every
change
girl
him.
goes in and is like, I think I can get him.
I think they think
don't
if they
know.
like catch him on the right moon cycle, they're like he's getting old. I mean, he's got to eventually want it.
Buddy, they look at the spreadsheet and they're like, I've got 7 months before I'm 23 or whatever. He dumps them.
Do you think it's just a race to get pregnant
Oh yeah.
for those 5-6 months? But a lot of them are models, so that would kind of fuck up what
He
they got going
probably
on.
has the greatest pull-up game of all time.
No,
He pulls out like an old couch.
I'm
Like,
gonna say he got
is-
fixed years ago, man. And like he like
Oh shit! No, you're right. I forgot you can do that.
yeah. I imagine that guy got like as soon as Titanic came out, he's like, oh, I'm getting fixed.
yeah.
I bet you
He
Leo.
saw
ju-
the writing
I
on the
bet
wall.
you. No.
And then he gets it still on top of that. He gets it tested every 6 months just
Leo-
to make sure like no one single guy.
It's like an oil change. No, Leo's so baller. He doesn't in gangster. He doesn't do that. He doesn't get a vasectomy. He when he starts dating a girl, has them get their tubes tied.
Get the tubes tied.
And then gasses them after 6 months when they're 22 years old, because that's just.
I
'cause
thought
he's
he
a
was
class
the
act
one.
Like that. Oh.
I don't know how he gets shit on so much, but yeah, it is what it is. Speaking of getting shit on, you guys watch Tiger this weekend?
Obviously.
Okay, yeah, I know. I ran out of lube. You didn't watch though, did you, James?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so Tiggs, he's in a bit of trouble right now because he had this practical joke with one of his other like buddy golfers, JT, who's also on tour with them.
Classic.
So he outdrove him, and if you know anything about Tiger, it's like he's gone through 1 million surgeries. So him out driving like one of the young studs is a big deal. He outdrives him, and he packed a tampon, and he gave it to the guy, and like they caught him on. Obviously, they catch him on the car. Which I by the way, he
What a
knew he was.
camera.
I know he knew he was gonna get recorded. Everything he does gets
Yeah.
recorded. So he
Just
probably
see a
thought,
Tampax
"That's
and
funny as
sliding
fuck."
JT a Tampax.
Yeah. All the boys in the world, right? And by boys I
Dying.
mean the golfers.
Buzzing.
That's fucking that's so funny. And then obviously cancel culture hits him. They're like, oh, he needs to
I
apologize.
had to
And
apologize.
he did. Like,
I'm sorry I didn't use Pearl.
Yeah, yeah.
Who are you apologizing to though?
I don't know. To
Women
just
find it
to-
offensive
yeah, women
because-
find it offensive because it's like their body. I don't fucking know. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. And somehow it turned into like, anyways. So it really got me thinking about Tiger, right? With all the people that support him, and we're just like talking about people that support like their top figures. Is he not the most like untouchable person in the world?
Well, his ex-wife tried to kill him with a 9
think
iron.
about this. Yeah. Right. And then like, let's just say like he was like, even if he was like drinking, we all know drinking, driving, whatever.
What about Michael
right?
Jordan?
No. Here's the thing. If it comes out that MJ hit his kids, right? Every single LeBron fan in the world.
No,
like,
but every single MJ fan be like, that's because he's a pimp.
No. But it would be it's kind of the same thing. Like I can't think of something that Tiger could do.
Well, look at his
murder.
one son, Michael B. Jordan. He's killing it.
Yeah. Got into boxing. He's fucking yeah. No. But like Tiger, right? If Tiger hits Charlie tomorrow, right? Everyone in the
but if he misses a 5-footer,
that's the thing.
Charlie needs to learn.
Anyone in the community just goes, he's got to learn. It's discipline. He's got to learn. Like
that's how Tiger learned.
Think about it. Is there anything that he He could do whatever he wants.
Up to.
He's untouchable.
Well, like not necessarily now because he's not playing as well now, but like back in the day, like no one was like anywhere near him. So there's that legend of it. I think like Wayne Gretzky is the same way. No one's like close to him. Whereas in basketball, it's like it's debatable.
Look, he took a bit of a dip when he started fucking all the ugly Perkins waitresses when he was like married to the Swedish supermodel. Some guys were like, buddy, I don't get the move. But then I would challenge them to go and have an apple pie and ice cream at a Perkins diner and not sleep with the server.
Tiger hit and run.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No. Hit and run. Gets off the scene. He's late to practice. Like, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying people would be like, oh, hit and run, like poor Tiger, blah, 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 blah. But they would still be like, that's my guy.
I think
no.
I think right now because this is recency bias. Do you not remember? No. Before he flipped his car and got severely hurt, do you not remember when he got pulled over all fucked up and everyone was just ready to turn and roast him? Remember when he was like losing sponsors when they went through the first divorce scandal?
That's not the boys. That's not the boys. That's different. That's not golf fans. Golf fans aren't Gatorade.
Yeah, but golf fans, as long as it doesn't go to live would never, because like golf fans are just whatever. There's still guys making like $1 million a year on the Champions Tour because they have some old war vet fans that are fucking 96. So if you just go to golf fans, yeah, Tiger's untouchable, but that's the dumbest thing ever. Obviously, all the GOATs in all their sports could get like LeBron purists will always give LeBron a pass. MJ purists will always give it. Like it's just. So
you don't think he also crosses that line as like an African athlete, like first billionaire? You don't think he crossed that line with just as a general public? Like he could pretty much do whatever he wants. Like Tom Brady. If we find out Tom Brady
being black,
if we find out, hold on, no, he's not. Well, no. Well, it does, because he's a black athlete and he was like a first billionaire. Like
but he was the first athlete to be a billionaire, whether he's black or white.
Right, but the black is important because he's a black man in a predominantly white sport.
I know,
that
but
makes it a big deal.
Sure, but I was just more going off the fact that he's the richest out of all of them of any creed. Maybe there might be a cricket guy or something who's killing it. I don't know. There's a lot of them.
But I'm saying he's playing in golf, and to that, like as a black man in golf, that's a big deal. So that's all I'm saying is like if Tom Brady cheats on his wife, Tom Brady's roasted. Everyone's gonna roast Tom Brady.
No, not in the NFL. Are you kidding me?
Even people
he just lost his family and everybody loves him.
That's different. He's playing the violin. What do you mean?
But you're saying the same. You're saying different things each time. You're saying on Tom Brady, you're like, oh, but that's the fans or the media would crucify him. But then on the other side, you're like, I'm not talking about the media. I'm talking about the fans.
Which
one is it?
How about
this is a stupid fucking argument that's been a waste of 5 minutes.
Do you think it's a stupid argument? I think it's sport. I think it's just surrounding the sport. Like. Well, Tiger Woods in that category, genre, or whatever it is, he can do whatever he wants, and
but
no
so
one will
can
say a word. I don't think so.
So can Connor McDavid right now. So can
Connor McDavid
Patrick Mahomes can right now.
They definitely all have their scandals that kind of get brushed under
Dave
the rug.
Chappelle can do whatever the fuck he wants.
So if
Brad
Connor McDavid
can do whatever. Leo, we just talked about it, can do whatever the fuck he wants.
That's Leo. Wait, but that's the thing.
That's
no, that's the thing.
That's the argument.
Okay, so Connor McDavid comes out and finds out that he's banged 80 broads this year. He's still Connor McDavid.
And he's still scoring more goals than he's banging broads.
But no problem. Everyone's cool. He's still the guy that celebrated on TSN.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think so.
You
I think
can't
you're wrong
deny
on that
greatness.
one.
Why?
I think you're wrong on that one because I feel like he'll.
Hey,
just
have
get
you ever
shit
seen
on.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
I've seen. Well, I watched Lamar Odom practice for the Lakers.
Look, now I know
That's
nothing
it.
about the show, but I'm assuming, just statistically, one of them is slutty. Okay? Does she get shamed? No, because she's on the
But
GOAT
that's
TV
the point
show.
of the show is to be slutty. That's the point of that
No,
show.
it's not.
The
It's about
point of-
keeping up with them.
No, the point of the Kardashians is to kind of be slutty and provocative. That's the point of the show. The point of the PGA isn't to go and bang every broad you see.
Yeah,
Yet
it is.
the GOAT did it. That's what I'm saying.
What's
And
the
he's
point of
still
being a
on TV.
professional athlete?
But like, yeah, like I feel like we just don't see it for like a lot of other professional athletes. Like you want to sit here and tell me that like Jordan was faithful back in the day, back in the
Obviously
80s when there
not.
was no internet.
For sure he was.
None of them were. Yeah, none of them were. None of them were.
He's. You know what? We're just not going to see eye to eye in this one, and it really hurts. I don't like ending a pod this way, but
Well, fine. It's not about seeing eye to eye. We'll do one more. So you're essentially saying that other athletes, other champions and titans of industry, no
Yes.
matter what it is,
yes,
can't get away with things.
I'm saying to the
But-
extent that Tiger can. Yes.
So, A, you've never read anything into corporate America or the government because they get away with way more.
Oh, no, no,
Okay,
because
but I
that's,
said
that's
champions and titans of
everyone.
industry.
That's
Okay.
everyone, though. That's,
Okay.
no, that, but that's
You're
everyone.
telling me you've never heard stories of Wilt Chamberlain smashing thousands of women in his? Did he
That's-
get canceled? What about
Hold
Kobe?
on.
What about
You're-
Kobe when he went through
You're
his
missing
thing?
the point.
Now he's beloved
Kobe
'cause he-
did.
I'm
So
just-
relax. He did. Hey, Kobe did his time. First off, now I'm gonna say that. Well, he didn't technically do his time, but you know what I mean. He got shit on. Wait. Let me go back to what you're
He's
saying.
doing
you're
his
saying,
time.
Hey, no. Let me rebuttal. You said government. That doesn't count. Everyone across government is all.
But every
corrupt.
time we
all
bring
know
up a
that.
point
Wait,
to counter you, say
wait.
they don't count.
No, because it's not an equivalent point. Wilt Chamberlain was a player smashing broads in a record pace as well as he was scoring at a record pace. So no one's going to hold him to a different standard because that's what he's doing. No, because he's smashing broads. Tiger Woods wasn't supposed to be smashing broads when he was married. That's
Either was Wilt.
he wasn't married.
You're still probably 1,000.
No,
I'm
he
not
could-
trying to.
What do you
I'm
mean?
not
He's
trying
a,
to.
he's a bachelor. He could do whatever he wants. He could just bang everyone. By the way, check omissions. Make sure Wilt was married.
Yeah, exactly. Wilt
I don't-
probably was married.
I don't think he was married. But my point is that on the scale that Tiger is, I don't think that people get away with what he can. I'm telling you, he can
And
hit
guess
Charlie.
what?
He
He
can do
would
whatever
have
he
no,
wants.
but they would have all gotten away with it, just like Tiger got away with it. He's still golfing and he did it. He's still golfing and he did it, so he got
wait.
away with it.
No, of course he did.
Yes, and so would they.
Yeah,
no
I'm
basketball player's been kicked out of the league
What
for cheating on their girlfriend.
What I'm saying is there are more riders for Tiger than there are for almost anyone else.
Dude,
I don't know.
O.J. Simpson literally killed his own wife, and then
He's in
he-
prison.
Yes.
He's in prison.
Not for that.
Not for that, for a different crime.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh my goodness!
I didn't know that.
That didn't
Here's the
catch up
thing.
to him,
This
man.
Hey,
whole
that's
last-
general knowledge. That's general knowledge.
If this last 10 minutes actually makes it in, because I just think for some reason it sounds like it was pretty stupid.
Fuck you.
how
Then we
it
can then we can discuss. But I just think the comment section would have this one at everyone who is rich. If you're rich and famous and powerful, the people who you are rich and famous and powerful to will continue to worship at your church. That's just how it is, in no matter what it is. I think you're thinking it's an exclusive thing because Tiger did it. People do it all the time.
I'm
We just
not-
haven't heard about it.
I'm not only talking about the scandalous sleeping. I'm saying if Conor McDavid hits his kid and if Tiger hits his kid, you're going to see a different reaction.
Okay, what about Conor McGregor? Didn't it come out that Conor McGregor hit his wife or something? I might have just made that up, but didn't he do steroids?
Huh? But that's
Shouldn't
like
that be
saying,
the
wait,
ultimate
that's like
sin
saying,
in the
hey,
fight world?
just to be clear though,
but
that
the people now have everyone
That's like-
forgiven Conor because now he's doing
just
the
to be
Ultimate
clear,
Fighter.
Just to be clear, saying Conor McDavid hit his wife is like saying LeBron dunked on his girlfriend. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to hit. What do you mean? He probably had a bad dream, woke up.
No, but you said McGregor.
Tuna casserole.
We're talking McGregor. But how is that different then? If McGregor can get away with steroids,
By the way, McGregor is not at all looked at in the same light that he used to be looked at. Even after he took one loss, he wasn't. After he lost to Khabib, he wasn't.
I guarantee you, every fight he comes back to do in the UFC is that year. Well,
But that's
I don't
like
know. The next one's pretty
You
huge
could
with
say
Bones,
that if
but
Jake Paul came and fought in the UFC, they'd break probably the records.
I don't know about break the record.
No.
but it would be-
If they
it
put
would
Jake
be-
Paul in there with like with Anderson Silva, that would have broke the records because Anderson would have murdered him, right? That
Oh,
would've-
in MMA.
yeah, MMA,
yeah.
MMA. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know about. I think that you every time we've came up with a rebuttal, you've said that doesn't count.
Yeah.
And then you go back
Something's
to
gotta
it.
You
count.
guys gotta find one that
yeah,
counts.
yeah, like
You got to give us the outline of what would count
Y'all-
because
Y'all are bad at math. That's all I'm gonna say.